Well, hi, everybody. It's Bob. Today we're going to talk about what it's like after being here for about a year, almost a year, what it's like going back home and dealing with everything there. Because I've already did it once and I'll be doing it again eh, around springtime. So, where do I begin? So, with me, I sold everything, got rid of everything. Got rid of my truck, got rid of my house, my property, sold it all. It's all gone. And that was in 2024. When I went back this past spring, I pay taxes and things and get other things sorted out. Um, it was weird because I didn't have a home anymore, and I was just this homeless guy. That's what I felt like. I had everything here. Had a house, well, apartment, a vehicle, comfortable living, and my boss, who's actually my best friend. I've known him longer to even, but I knew him even before he was started his own company. He offered me his camper, which it's not a bad camper. I can't complain. And I would constantly make jokes about being in the camper, and because it's right next to the office that I work out of. And I would bitch about the obvious jokes. The morning commute was a pain in the ass and things. Just different jokes. But in all seriousness, it just felt weird not having my own place anymore. And I had it for so long, in the States. And it was, it really made me think about things because and now I'll be going back again, like I said, in the spring. And, everything, life goes on there. So when you get back, when I get back, I know things are going to be different there. And another thing that changes is relationships with people. And I'm divorced, but my ex had two kids, from another relationship. And, I still kind of talk to them after the divorce and all that. And it's come to the point now where I don't talk to them anymore. So relationships will change, even with friends. It's changed. They found it fun following me around, on social media and seeing what I do and kind of living through me. And now I just, nobody really talks. So if you're in the situation where you've moved here and you have to go back, things change and they change quickly. I miss a lot of the people who I used to hang out with, but then I'm home for such a short period of time, maybe a month and a half, 2 months. Last time I think it was like 2 or 3 months. This time I'm gonna be back for about 2 months. That, I have things I gotta do, and then most of them live 2 hours away or more. So it's harder for me to go see them. Like my stepson lived 6 hours from me. His mother-in-law lived 4.5 hours from me. And it makes it tough. And I'm not necessarily looking forward to going back this time. I know it's something that I got to do, but if I had a choice, I would rather stay here. But yes, I know I can do taxes electronically and stuff. Um, but I still got to do other stuff back home, especially for work. So I have to go back, and I was talking to one of my coworkers today, and he said that they're gonna have the camper all set up for me. And this past time when I went, my boss wasn't thinking. They had gone to Daytona for the NASCAR race with the camper, and they forgot to drain the water pipes when they got back, and the lines froze, and so I had no water in the truck. Fortunately, his office, really nice office, has its own shower and everything, so I didn't have to worry about that. But this time we made jokes, me and this coworker, about how, ooh, I get water this time because they put a permanent hookup outside the office there for electricity and water. And we were making jokes about last year and how, well, the last time I was home, and how I had no water in the truck. So, yeah. So I'm not really looking forward to going back. I mean, hopefully your experiences are different, but that's something I was not expecting about how things shift like that. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I drove truck over the road for 25 years, and I'd be gone for a month and a half to 2 months at a time. I'd be only home for a week, so it's kind of the same, but people were accustomed more to that. Whereas I'm gone for almost a year now, and I'm only home for like maybe 2 months, 3 months. So maybe that's it. I have no idea. But if you're, like I said, if you're in that situation, be ready for stuff to happen like that, where things will change back home. And if you're going back on a regular basis, it's just, it frustrates me, especially with the stepkids. So on that note, I hope everybody has a good holiday week, and I will see you in the next video.